What's going on, champions? It's your coach MJ back at you with another episode of Sats and Success. Time for us to learn and grow, so let's go. It's Saturday, Sats on Saturday. I get excited about Saturdays because I get to talk Bitcoin, and I can talk Bitcoin every day, all day. I probably talk about Bitcoin in my sleep, but I get a chance to talk about Bitcoin. As you can see, I'm filming from my automobile. And the reason for that is because my wife's in there getting a tattoo. I'm up next. Many of you know that our little dog, our little girl, Nina, of 16 years, we had to put to rest a couple of weeks ago. And so we just want to get some tattoos to make sure that she's with us in every way, shape, form, or fashion at all times. So we had an exciting week in crypto, in Bitcoin and crypto. Very exciting. That's why on Tuesday, I dropped a special edition of Sats on Saturday. It was the Tuesday edition, and it was time sensitive. It was very time sensitive. And listen, guys, my champions, this is why it is so critical for you not only to be subscribed to the channel, but to turn on your bell notifications so you're notified whenever I have content drops, especially in that situation. I knew Bitcoin was getting ready to make a big move, and it was getting ready to form a new all-time high. I brought that information to you on Tuesday. So make sure you get subscribed to the channel. Turn on your bell notifications. Smash that like button. Because you know what happened on Wednesday? Exactly what I said would happen, happened. Wednesday evening, Bitcoin went on to form a new all-time high. Okay? And Bitcoin is beautiful, and I'm gonna explain to you why here in a second. I'll give you an analogy, but one thing I want you guys to be aware of: I'm not a TA guy. I'm not big. Well, that's not my thing. I'm not big on technical analysis. There are channels that do phenomenal job with TA, technical analysis, and I watch some of those channels. But the way that I bring my content to you is the way that I see myself, the way that I am. And I view myself, and I have viewed myself for a very long time, as a life coach. And we all need coaches in our lives. We all need people who's going to inspire us, to educate us, to motivate us. We need those people in our lives, including me. And that's the way, and that's why I bring my content to you the way, in the fashion that I bring it to you in. It is meant to do just exactly what I envision and plan for it to do. It's meant for you to be inspired to take action, to move. So that's how I bring my content to you in that manner, so that it inspires you, it educates you, it motivates you, and it moves you to action. Okay? In this crypto and Bitcoin space, you got to be moved to action, because Bitcoin and the crypto and the digital asset space, it moves really fast. And one of the things that I love about Bitcoin is very forgiving. It is very forgiving. It is very forgiving. On Wednesday, as Bitcoin is breaking and setting a new all-time high, I'm getting calls, I'm getting texts, I'm having conversations with people. They're like, oh man, I wish I would have got in before this move. I hear this all the time. I've been in Bitcoin since 2018. You know, I've heard this when it was at 3,000, 4,000, 20,000, 30, 50, 60. I've heard this. And so I heard it again on Wednesday, as we're smashing through all-time highs and forming new all-time highs. And I say Bitcoin is forgiving because it's kind of like a race car driver. You know, Bitcoin smashed to the all-time high, then it pulled back. It pulled right back to where it was, giving those individuals that was saying, I shoulda, I woulda, I coulda, the same opportunity they were just hemming and hawing about a day later. Bitcoin smashed to an all-time high on Wednesday. On Thursday, it went right back to where it came from before it went on that run. And this is, again, why I say it's very forgiving, because it's like a race car driver. and he takes off around the track. And before he takes off around the track, he asks you want to get in on this lap? And you're like, nah, go on ahead. And he takes off around the track, and he comes back, and he says, hey, you want to get in now? And you're like, nah, go on around the track. This is like what Bitcoin does. Bursts through these ceilings and creates and forms a new all-time high, pulls back, asks you, hey, you want to get in now? Nope. Okay, let me go on, run again. Hey, you want to get in now? That's what Bitcoin does. And I hope and pray that people are taking advantage of this pullback. And I got a question for you. What is it that has you paralyzed? What is it that has you sitting on the sideline or sitting on the side of the track afraid to get in that car with that race car driver? What is it? Could it be fear? Could be. Like, we all fear something. I get it. If it's fear, I get it. We all fear something. But I don't think it's as much as fear as this other thing that I'm going to talk about. Now, fear this could be a combination of the two, but I think the thing that mainly has people paralyzed when it comes to the digital asset space and getting into it, I think it's just the programming, how we've been taught, how we've been programmed to think. I think that's the major issue. That's the major roadblock from allowing people to come in to the space. I really do. You got to think about it. If you were to ask most individuals, what is the most important part or parts? Give me two body parts are the most important. Most people, almost everybody would say the heart and the brain. Most people would say the heart and the brain. And I wouldn't argue with anybody that would say that. But I would choose two other body parts that I feel is more important than the heart and the brain. Because I look at the heart and the brain as that treasure that's in the vault. And before you get to that vault, there's a door, right? There's a gate before you get to the actual vault, the actual treasure. And the thing that allows you to get to that treasure on our bodies is our eyes and our ears. Our eyes and our ears are the gateway. Our eyes and our ears are the gateway to our heart. It's the gateway to our brain. See, how we think becomes what we talk about, and what we talk about becomes what we are about. So the thing that controls how we think, how we view the world, is through the things we've experienced with our eyes and our ears. The things that we've seen, the things that we've heard. This is what shapes human beings. You got a parent that all your life that told you worth nothing, you're a piece of crap, you ain't this, you ain't that, you get on my nerves, go into your room, get away from me. You got a parent, if you were raised in that type of environment, how do you think you're going to view yourself? You're going to think you're a piece of crap. You're going to think you're no good, worthless, because that's what you've been told. That's what you've been taught, right? And if any of you have had parenting like that, let me tell you, what your parents told you that you were, a piece of crap, nothing, worthless, that's not true. That's not how God sees you, okay? It's absolutely not true. You are something. You are special. You are a prized possession, and don't let anybody ever tell you anything differently. But our ears and our eyes, they're the gateway to our heart. They're the gateway to our mind. This is the reason why some people have a heart of gold and some people have a hard heart. This is the reason why some people think the way that they think and act the way that they act, because of what they've watched and what they've seen, what they've heard, And we have been programmed over decades to think a certain way. So it's hard for us to accept this digital asset space right now and what it's doing and why it's doing what it's doing. And so it's got a lot of people paralyzed because we've been taught a certain way when it comes to money and finances. And it's hard for a lot of us to see and understand that we are moving into a new age. We are in the digital age. We are in the age of digital assets. Yes, we are still very early. And a lot of people that are scared to jump in that race car with that driver right now, you won't have a choice. Later, you won't have a choice. Okay, this is happening. And we're not waiting. This digital asset space is not waiting for the 95% of people who haven't adopted to come to it. They're bringing it to you. Okay? So I understand your apprehension. It could be fear. It could be the way you were programmed to look at money, to view money. I get it. I really, really get it. Because I was that person at one point. Until I did my homework, until I studied and understood what was going on. I've always had a good understanding of money and how money works. So when I saw this, and I saw this digital asset space and everything that it was building out to be, I got it. But it took me several years. All right. So this wasn't like, oh, I woke up one morning, oh, I know what Bitcoin is, I understand Bitcoin. No, it took me several years to fully understand this space, and I'm still learning. But I would implore you, champions, to take the time to learn. Please, ma'am, please, sir, take the time to learn. Take some time. I don't care if it's a half an hour every day to read a book, to learn about blockchain technology, Bitcoin, and crypto. Okay? Especially before the next move. I think last I checked, we're hovering around 117,000 per Bitcoin. And, the next leg is probably going to take us to about 135, 140 somewhere. We may have another pullback, but in November, December, we're going to see some parabolic gains. But the goal for today and the conversation for today in terms of Bitcoin and crypto and all the digital assets is just for you to take action. I want you guys to take action and not be this individual that's like a yo-yo, up and down. One moment saying, man, I'm going to get in this crypto space. I'm going to buy me some coins. And then next thing you know, the price appreciates rapidly. And you're sitting there saying, man, I wish I would have. I should have. I could have. Don't do that to yourself over the next several months. Take the time to get educated. Okay? Take the time to understand what Bitcoin is, what cryptocurrency is, what blockchain technology is. And hey, listen, drop comments, ask questions. I'm here. I will answer any question that is posed to me, as long as it's a question that deals with what we're talking about here on today. No foolishness, but I'll answer any question that you guys drop in the comment section. I really will. I want you guys to get this. I want you guys to understand this. And I want you guys, more importantly, to take advantage of this pullback. If you're one of the individuals that I spoke with or texted with or called and said, man, I wish I would have took advantage of that price before it took off. Well, what are we waiting for right now? Okay, as soon as that sucker pulled back, as soon as Bitcoin pulled back, man, I was like a tick on the dog, man, buying Bitcoin and XRP and Solana. What else did I get? I should have added some more ETH, but I didn't. But Bitcoin, XRP, Solana, those are the three that I stacked when this pullback happened. So that's all I got for you guys today. And I just really, really, really want you guys to understand that the thing that gets you unparalyzed, the thing that causes you to finally take action and not sit on the sideline and be apprehensive is education. All right. And we, and I say we, I didn't say you, we have to unlearn a lot of the things that we have learned. We have been taught some things that no longer is applicable to today's economy in terms of money. All right. Everything at some point changes. Everything. Did we not think that the money would change at some point? Most of us didn't. Right? Most of us didn't. But it has. And it is changing every day. And it's our responsibility to take responsibility for our financial future. Understand what Bitcoin, blockchain, and crypto and this digital asset space is all about, so that we can benefit from it and make sure we take care of our families. I just said that was all I got for you about 2 minutes ago. But that's really all I got for you. That's all I got for you. Yeah, that's all I got for you. Hey, listen, you guys enjoy your weekend. I love you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to turn on your bell notifications, okay? I'm going to walk you through this bull run as best I possibly can, but you got to make sure that you're notified when I do that, okay? I love you. Appreciate you. Enjoy your weekend. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.